away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave to lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Go on down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running well. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the San Diego Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
And he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Rivers off the play fake to Woodhead. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, you know, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Play clock winding down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So out come the Chargers. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know an injury knocked Melvin Gordon out of the last couple of games, so he missed his opportunity to get to 1,000 yards. But does the injury hurt more, or just the fact he didn't get that 1,000 yards?
Yeah, he was on pace for it, obviously. But coming into the season, people were saying this is going to be a good year for him, and we're going to see a bright Melvin Gordon in the future. We saw glimpses of it.
They restructured their offense in order to give him better opportunities, and he took advantage of it.
Scary. He's only 23, folks. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
One receiver left, that's Allen. To throw, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. He's got under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Bud Dupree able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They come out here in the eye. Throwing, Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They go back to the air here after the INT. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, it's right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It's a pickup of 17 there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty. And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up. They go play action here on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 38 yards. So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Rivers now from the 50. Allen's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly. It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. A first down throw here for Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Timmons in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Under pressure, they got him again. Ryan Shazier in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense. And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right? Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. Allen has it, left side. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that. Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3? Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that. And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot. Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board. Here's Josh Lambo now for the play clock running out. Mike McCoy realizes it and takes a timeout. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So now on 4th down, on comes Josh Lambo and the field goal unit for the Chargers. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Now Clemens. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Roethlisberger will throw. Man open left side is Brown. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.